Hello friend, welcome again in this IBMI session, and this is the second part. In the previous session we can have discussed about a display file, and in this session we will see that how we use an RPG program to display that file, right? So this is something. So here there is some logic behind that. So I will just go through this, and then we can quick run into the green screen, right? So this is the RPG program. Okay, so uh, this is something a default activation group related to some ILE concepts. So we will see later on this what are these, right? So not discussed in this video. So let's go with the third line. This is that just a comment. So on this position you just comment out, right? So this is for comment you use star, right? So this is a display file declaration, and this is position based. So we have the free. Now we have a we can declare everything in free format, the files, headers, everything, right? But in this screen we will see some free format logics in the C specs. For the C specs we will see the free format, and for other specs we have F specs or D specs we have position based coding, right? So before that, you be there would be there are different specs. So I will not discuss here. This is just and go through how we have to use that display file in the program, and when we go in detail about the RPG, how do so that in that various specs in that discussion, then we'll discuss about the specifications in RPG, right? So here we have just declare a display file, right? And with the workstation, or we use this for display file, and for we have declared two files here, and this is database files, right? So and this is a disk, right? So this is for the database, right? So here, so this is how we declare database file, and then this is the I have this is something the indicator communication area I have shown in the display file. So that is we have just qualified here, and then we have used DSPF. So that for that DSPF we have used indicator. This is something a keyword that we use INDDS. So when you define INDDAR in the D specs, you define here and then use that data structure DSPF here. So this is something the indicator that you will use, right? Okay, and qualified is something like that with the help of the you can you can use exit at dspf.exit, something like that, no? So that is something you have to just keep in mind for now. Okay, and this is the file information data structure. This is again a different level of again a session required for this. What is this? This is again a program data. This is the data structure. This is again a logic, again a session, different session required for it. So you just keep in mind that what are, this is something the way we declare a constant declaration. So just I have in this not required, but even I just use it. So even the file information data structure is not required, but I have used it. Only this is required here to OMDS because we need the program name on the display file which program is calling. So we have used this logic, right? So so this is something a procedure declaration that we have did. So we have declared some procedures like the subroutines, but I have not used. We can use subroutines even here, but I have used procedures. So so add student or clear DSPF, right? So these are the procedures, something that I have used. Okay, and this is something the set indicator. We want to off the indicator, validate student record. So this is something the logic that how it works when you call this program. So you will see that screen and some validation, that message ID all about. So this is something about the validation of a record. This is something about the F5 refresh option, that what it will do, it will clear the display file fields, and so something about this logic, and this is something about the call to add student. So let's go to the green screen and see that what is the how it works. My session is off, so again I have to log in. So let's log in first. now you want to go to the source file of RTGLESRC, and you can you have to see this. This is the program logic. So just so this is something a display file, right? So how we declare this display file? You just so here we give something the file name, which file we want to declare, right? This is something that type file type, right? So if we go to F1, then we see what is file type. So type C to indicate a combined input and output file, right? And type I to indicate an input file, type O to indicate an output file, and type Q to indicate an update file. So when we declare a workstation file, so basically we'll give the C for input and output operations. When you declare a disk file like a physical file or a right logical file, based on your requirement you give I over U, right? And this is something the workstation keyword you have to give for a device, right? So let's see, and again let's go file designation. So what is this? So it will give. So what does it mean? We have this is a primary file, this is a secondary file, this is a record address file, something like that. What is the type? This is a full procedural file, right? So the basically app basically most you will give app only, right? If you have a logic of primary and secondary file, so you can use them, but I have not seen much in the previous organizations. I have seen they are using it mostly, but in many organizations you don't see much on them. So basically you will see only app, right? And in the file, this is something again very important one. So this is something that's externally described file, because there's concept of internal. So for this is external means to say, because this is not inbuilt in this RPG program, so this is something external file, right? And this is something the work. So these are the fields what I'm showing here. These are mandatory and you have to define, unless until you are not giving, so it will give an error. For example, when you define a printer file, you have to use the printer file, right? Printer. When you define any physical file, you have to give a physical file, logical files, and when you define workstation, you have to give workstation, and even other depend on your application what you call. But majorly you will find these of them in any application or any organization you work, right? So this is okay, and this is a database declaration. So you will see I have used this instead of workstation, right? And this is something this is something add mode, right? So though no, I have used I will for today's session we have just added. So even I work with O, it will work, but I have to do some more things on this. So I have just declared an update mode and then functional, and this is add mode, and this is E mode, right? Then this is for exception, and this is a prefix is something different thing, because these two files, if you see student information and student class information in a previous session, these have the same, uh, because this field is using a reference of those of the student information, right? So basically the field name should be different. When you compile it, will gives an error. So what I have used when this get compiled, so for these fields of class information, it will add CLS and then the field name. So this is something about the prefix concept, right? So this is this is you can this is you can see with that for right how to declare it. Just, okay. And this is indicator communication area, right? So here I have used the indicator data structure, right? And then we have to define a data structure within it. So we have defined DSPF, and that data structure is defined here, right? So DS is something, the data structure of that indicator that are declared in that display file. So basically it's not mandatory to use like this only, even you can use indicators like in other way around even, but I like this way, so I have just declared in this session this way. We will see in some other sessions like that how we can use that in other way around. So for this session we have used this one. So this is something, the indicator exit means F3. So we have used this 3. So this 3 is a position, right? So this will say that what is from and length. And this is something now indicators are on end. So what is end? Let's see the internal data type end. What is end means? So there are different data types in in uh, uh, in RPG even, right? So here you can see even more about that. There are A, right? There is D, right? So some more than in the physical file, right? There is I, right? You not see I in there, right? You can see U, right? So this some are basically same, right? Z is there, right? The Z you can have seen there. You have seen S, you have seen there. You have seen packed, you have seen there, right? So some are common and some are more in RPG, right? So, and what is and? And is something like the indicator field, right? So this is some, if you want to define indicator, then you have to use and, okay? So this is something, and this is something the file information data structure you just see or you just ignore it, it doesn't matter here. This is matters because here I have used the program state. So PSDS is something, it gives the information about the program. So this is something, there's complete data structure. So I will define in some other session about it. But here you see the PGM, right? So just I have used the PGM name, and this is something that how you have to declare that structure. So that is something the IBM decided. So nothing I have done in that. Just giving that structure and how to retrieve that name in this variable PGM name. So you can even ignore this one even today. So this is not required here. So later on, know, and this is something the add student. So this is something how you define the procedures. We have to give before calling any procedure, you have to give the definition. So this is just a definition. So in subroutine and procedure, subroutine, you cannot pass any parameters, right? In procedures, you can pass the parameters and you have related to some highly concepts, right? So, so this is what the procedure is. So we have declaration type is procedure, and this is a procedure. I not pass any parameters till now, but later on you will see that we will use them and then have a highly concepts in these. So it will have some more stuff, some very good stuff, right? So these are some parameters, right? So, and this is how the main routine started. This is something the main routine, right? So the first I have did, I have just passed PSDN, the program's data structure, and just PGN name. So this is qualified. So as this is qualified, so you can use the data structure name with a PGM, and then you can. So it's something a good coding, and you don't need to remember what is this. So ds underscore pgm, and then you can pass here, and you can see this is a variable of display file. So d underscore is a d for display, so you can use this as underscore display file. So and you can see that where this position was, it was on the top. So whenever you call this program, you see the program name, this one on the screen on the top, right? And this is something like exit. So this is something option. So do while loop until my, if I press anything, so F3 or cancel, so it will loop something. So this is something about a loop. Here I set all the indicators, right? So this is something I want to set indicators, all the indicators off initially. Then I want to display the add information. So this is something procedure declaration, how you define a procedure. So it's just a name and then the parenthesis. So this is, and if you don't give the parenthesis, it will give an error. And if you have any parameters, you can pass those parentheses in this, in those parameters in within these parentheses, right? This is exempty. This is something how you display the file. This is something related to write and read operations, and this combined to give an exempty. So this is what you mainly use for display files, right? And unless and until you define, you will not display file not be displayed. So this is very the important keyword, right? Validate a record. So this is again a procedure that before once you uh, screen display, you give something, but you want to validate those records, right? Whether the information is correct or not. So you have to validate the record, right? And this is something that, if, for example, you give something, but you say that, oh, this is wrong. Either you clear each and every field, or you just refresh. So when you press F5, then it will refresh whole fields, and every field will be blank, right? So this is something, a concept of refresh. This is again your requirement. You want to use it or not. But something is mandatory, like this is mandatory, right? No, things are mandatory because everything is required. We want to set the indicators off because sometimes if you set the indicator on, and again you want to set off. If you not set off, then that indicator will on always, right? So this is again mandatory. This is something you can say optional, but is also required. You want to do the work fast, right? So, and again now you want to confirm that when F6 add button is added, right, then only this should work. So when you press F button, a confirmation window should appear, right, like this. And then if I will press Y, then only I can add the record and then leave out from this window, right? If not, if I press N or I cancel it, then I should no, leave out from this window and nothing would be added. So this procedure is not called here, right? And this is something about the main end of this main procedure, main of this main routine, right? And this is something the LR, I want to close all my files or something. So this is again, there are two things, return or LR. So not to discuss today. That is again a different, but just remember we have to use this as mandatory, otherwise it will be a compile time error because the program will don't know where to end it, right? So it is mandatory. You just write the same way what I have written here, it will work. And this is the procedure which I have declared no use. So this is the definition of the procedures, right? So how you declare the procedure, and this is the way to declare the procedure. This is the free format version. You have in the position ways you have a different way to so this is the free format version. So here when you give two details, you have writing two files because a combination of two files. So this is a class file and this is the string information file. And you see I have given a prefix here, so I have used CL, right? So I have added the CL, right? And this is how you write the record format, right? And this is a record format name of the string information file, and this is the record format name of the class information file. And now after that I want to clear the field because I don't want to enter again, right? Okay, so I will just clear the display file fields again in this routine, right? And then I want to clear those indicators. For example, set indicator off, add and refresh off. So I have defined set indicator off, and when you see clear display, so clear record, write this, right? So you can, this is something that clear, and this is the record format, you clear the record format. Okay, so, and this is the validation screen. So validation screen, this is something the indicators that we have used for 31, 32 in the display file. So these are the indicators. So if you go above, just to refresh your memory. So this is on the DSPF, we have defined here, this is 31, 32, 33, 34. So these are the fields we have defined. So that only the indicators I have used here. So these are the indicators. So when this student ID is 0, then this can be on. If the name is blank, this can be on. And when this is on, to be so in the display file, this indicator is on. So based on those indicators, that indicator will be active, and you see your message on the screen. So this is how we handle the message. So in the next session also we'll discuss about this validation, right? So this is how the program works, right? So this is this is a small way that we can see, and 14 I have already shown, given in the code is that 14. This is a create bound RPG. This is a command which which compile this program, right? If you compile it, so we'll have compile, right? So now how you call it? So this is an option. So you call it on the command line. Call. When you call it, you get this screen, right? So now this is every functionality will work, right? For example, if you type something right here, so it will work as refresh. So it has given some error because something is not working properly, I think, but still you will see this functionality of F, right? You want to see 12, you come out of this session, right? So, and for example, I want to show something that, for example, you have something like this, right? And name you want to give, for example, A, B, C, D, okay? And you want to give, B, right? you have given the range 20001212. City you give something like Noida or something like that, and any place you can give 01, right? So when you put when you press enter, it will give an error because we have the message, right? And for example, you can give ham, right? But again, you see that when I give enter, it's all work, but nothing has been added in the system, right? So for example, if you give here, if you give blank, it will give an error, right? So field cannot be blank, right? So this is again you have to give something. This is how the error comes, I think. So right, when you press F6, so this is a screen comes, right? So this is screen comes, and then you put hand here. For example, if you don't put anything, then nothing is going right. Not well, right? So now when you want to push Y, right? When you want to put Y here, or you want to put hand Y, or you can say, oh, I want to cancel, oh, I don't require. The field will not move here because you can say, oh, I will correct this, and then, okay, I will correct it, 1, 2, 3, and then only it will work, right? 1, 2, 3, and my name cannot be numeric, so I give my name King, right? So this is something you can give. Okay, everything is right. Now I want to add this record, okay? So you will add this record and you will confirm this, right? So when you confirm, you just press enter and this will be added, right? So this got added, right? But here you don't see much more functionality that how you see this records. So later on I will have I will let you know. But for now, for now I have something to show you that STU. I have a menu. I have designed a menu for you, STU, okay. And this is something the detail screen, right? So this is something a screen. What record we have added here is coming here, right? It was king. This is the record we have added right now. So this was coming, right? So this is no, the way. But how we will link this screen with that screen? We can give in this screen only that function of that screen like F6, and that screen we populated. So later on we'll see all of them stuff. Uh, but for now, in this session, this is something the basic understanding of RPG program, that how we use that display file in this RPG program. So this is something about uh, just an overview of RPG program. In detail, when we go in the detailed sessions of RPG, then we'll see everything. So, right. So this is something a small concept related to RPG, right? And I hope you have liked my session, right? And if anything wrong or I mentioned, apologies for that, right? And you can add those in the comments even. And thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel if you like it. Thank you. Bye.